All right. Drew Sports presents Drew's Top 5 2021 Baseball Storylines. Put me in, Coach. I'm ready to play. How's everybody doing today? Haha. Happy Wednesday to you. Today is going to be a great day because tomorrow starts the 2021 MLB baseball season. Love me some baseball. It's my favorite sport. I played it for years, not very well, but I am super psyched about this season. It should be another fun season of baseball. Many of storylines, many of controversies. Obviously, baseball trying to change some of the rules right now. You know, the extra inning rule is a great idea. We don't have to have those 17-inning games. Who stays for those anyway? You don't forget them. You just kind of fall asleep in your seat. You know, you can't order any more hot dogs because they close concessions after the 8th inning anyways. Anyways, that's for a different story. We're not here to talk about, you know, Dodger dogs and D-back dogs and New York Yankee dogs. We're here to talk about baseball, the actual game of baseball. So here it is, Drew's Top 5 2001 Baseball Storylines. Let's get to it. Number 5 are the White Sox for real. The Southsiders. In 2016, the Chicago Cubs broke the curse of the Billy Goat and won the World Series, and they've been kind of the talk of the town. Well, the Cubs are on the verge of going into a rebuild of just a Theo Epstein stepped down as the team executive at the end of last season, and the focus is now going to Southside, the South Side of Chicago. The White Sox, led by the ever underrated Jose Abreu, the ever fun and exciting Tim Anderson, and also Lucas Giolito, which why the Washington Nationals got rid of him, no one will ever know. Plus the return of Michael Capesh, Lance Lynn, Dallas Keuchel. They are pretty loaded, and there's a lot of buzz around the Chi Sox. Are they for real? I think they are. If you go to my predictions on drewsports.com for the 2021 MLB predictions, you will see exactly how high I think the White Sox are going to be. But I think they're going to be one of the best teams in baseball. The hype is real. Believe in the Southsiders. Number 4. Will the Mets finally return to the postseason? You know, since 2015, you know, you had the Dark Knight and Thor, and Jacob deGrom is the one who they always forget about and has ended up becoming the one who's really become the stud. Matt Harvey is actually having a hard time. He's actually trying to latch on to the Baltimore Orioles right now. I mean, he's just trying to, you know, stay in the game of baseball. Wish Matt Harvey luck. He was a stud back, you know, in the mid-2010s with the New York Mets. Well, the Mets now have Francisco Lindor, traded him from the Cleveland Indians, and there's a little bit of buzz around the Mets. I'm not sure if they're going to be a great team, but I do think that, you know, with the lumberjack himself, Pete Alonso, it looks like a toothpick he's holding, looks like a toothpick, that baseball bat in his hands. I think that the Metropolitans could return back to the postseason and maybe be a force when they get there. There's a lot of buzz around the Mets right now. Obviously, the talks is, are they going to back up the Brinks truck for Francisco Lindor? I mean, you don't trade what you trade to get him to not. So, yeah, the dude's going to get paid. Boricua, Puerto Rico. Number 3. Number 3. Can the Padres, the fathers, the daddies, dethrone the Dodgers? That is the big question around all of baseball right now. My question, the answer is probably not. Without Mike Clevenger and then Dinelson Lamet, probably for a portion of the season. Mike Clevenger is out for the whole season, recovering from Tommy John surgery. The additions of Blake Snell and Yu Darvish was mostly just to make the Padres rotation not be below average. So my answer is no, but they should still be fun to watch. Fernando Tatis, you know, there's actually other things to do in San Diego as the country's opening back up than go to the beach this summer. Go watch a Padres game. It's quite a fantastic ballpark. The Padres will be fun to watch in 2021. Question number 2. Or storyline number 2. Question number 2 or storyline number 2. These are kind of go hand in hand. Can the Yankees win number 28? A lot of Yankee haters out there. It's kind of hard to hate on the Yankees for a team who has not returned to the World Series since 2009. And it only won the division once in the last 10 years, winning it in 2019. The Yankees were actually surprisingly in the 60-game season last year just okay. I mean, obviously, Aaron Judge and Carlos Stanton's injuries do not, recent injury history does not help. But the big question, the Yankees are going to be good this year. They're going to hit a lot of home runs. They're probably going to hit like 4,000 home runs this season in that baby ballpark. Shoot, I could hit a home run in the right field in that ballpark. I'm not kidding. I could. I'll prove it. Maybe with an aluminum bat, but I'll prove it. I'll go out there. Just give me a chance. Call me, Yankees. Let me go out there and do some BP and go yard right down the foul pole. I can do it. Anyways, that's for a different day. Right now, we're talking about the New York Yankees. Can they win number 28? It's a big question. I think the only way they're going to be able to is to trade for starting pitching at the trading deadline, because right now the starting rotation is Garrett Cole and Prey. But the lineup in the bullpen is awesome. I mean, I think just the depth and the enrichments the Yankees have, they should win a division. It would be an upset if they don't this year. But we'll see what happens when you get to the postseason. The good thing is anything can happen. That's why they play the games. But usually over 162. The best teams make it, and the Yankees are going to be pretty darn good this year. And number one, I know I am just the most boring guy when it comes to actually storylines. Will the Dodgers repeat and begin a dynasty? That is the big question. The Dodgers are loaded. Like their one weakness is Kenley Jansen. You know, Dave Roberts has probably got like a Serrano, maybe a Serrano like bracelet, maybe like Jobu on the side, praying that Kenley Jansen can close out the game when he comes in the ninth inning, because it's like he either strikes out the side or gives up two bombs. He's just been very inconsistent over the last few years, and that's because his velo is slightly down, even though he was throwing the ball a little bit harder last season. But obviously in Game 4 of the World Series, after he blew it against Tampa Bay, you remember Randy Rosarina like falling down, going back to third base, and then going back towards home. It was a pretty exciting game, and it was a pretty exciting moment in baseball history. They didn't even let Kenley Jansen actually let Julio Urias close out the last couple of games. Man, that guy was unhittable. But he's most likely going to be in the Dodgers rotation this year. He's not going to be in the bullpen, even though you never know in the playoffs. Clayton Kershaw, Walker Buehler, Trevor Bauer. Oh yeah, they added Trevor Bauer. Kind of odd Trevor Bauer, Mr. Twitter Trevor Bauer. He probably, if he hears me talking crap about him, he'll probably come and be like, yeah, you're a jerk. You're a jerk off, sports dude, Drew. Talking smack about me. I'm not talking smack about you. You're a good pitcher. The Dodgers are going to be an awesome team this year. I mean, they're going to win probably minimum 100 games. That's probably on the low end, probably high end 110. I mean, they don't have a weakness. They're pretty awesome. The season really doesn't start for the Dodgers until October. I know that's kind of cheesy. That's what they say, in the NBA. With LeBron, the season doesn't start till May. Same with the Dodgers. They're going to win a lot of games this year. And we'll see what happens when we get to the postseason. How does that sound? What should I do with this one? Should I throw it? Should I hit it? Should I get hit by the pitch? You tell me. Anyways, that's it for my silly, goofy video. Please like and subscribe. You can follow me at StuDrew on Twitter. Please do. Maybe respond to this video with some "you suck" or "you rock," and just tell me, please. I want your feedback. This is all for conversation. I love having conversations. Sports Stew with Drew is where you can follow me on Facebook. Just friend me, or I can friend you. Just tell me who you are and let me know you want to be my friend, and I will friend you. You can also go and read some cool articles. I have the whole MLB preview over the last 2 weeks, every division, as well as my playoff predictions I posted earlier today on drewsports.com. Got some cool writings on there, just talking about the world of sports. Now everything is great in the world of sports. It's awesome to have fans back in the stadium, by the way, even in Los Angeles. Anyways, you can also go see the top 12, which this list is a top 12. I like to give you the top 5 on YouTube every Wednesday, but you can go and see the top 12, the whole entire list, which talks a little bit about the rule changes, about or how much of the world of suck is the Pirates going to be in this year, about how crappy the NL Central is, about will the Blue Jays ever make it across the border back to Canada. We'll see. I mean, a lot of good headlines this year. These were just my top 5 storylines. But please go to drewsports.com. Check that out. Thank you again. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you watching this video. You have yourself a great day. Your next video will be the Drew's Fat 5 Picks of the Weekend, Final Four edition. Thank you again. Have a great day.